to which all of us have a constitutional right. And so long as that exercise of the right is not infringing on anybody else's rights, then you should, for all intents and purposes, be able to express yourself. And for the family, they express themselves with their hair. Yeah, some of us express ourselves with piercings. Some of us express ourselves with tattoos. Some of us express ourselves in the way we dress, the way we speak. They chose hair. And this little girl, you should see the photos, they're so cute. Her hair is so neat, right? And they saw her hair as an offense to good hygiene. I'm also not going to comment on that because I feel like I'm going to say something that is rude, and I am accountable to various groups of people, so I don't want to put anybody in a position to have to defend what I really want to say. But to the school administration, I say one thing. You have done a great job upholding the vestiges of colonialism. I think Queen Elizabeth, all kings and queens before her time, kings and queens in the Dutch countries, in Spain, right across the former colonial empires, would be so proud of the principal and the teaching staff at Kensington Primary. Our enslavers would probably give you an award for upholding this level of racism, because that's really all it is. And I don't care how you want to call it, I don't know what you want to title it, to sleep good at night, but you are just a perfect example of how colonialism can thrive even through black bodies, black institutions, and in black countries. So to Kensington Primary School and the team there that supports the position of the administrators, good job. Reflecting, mimicking, and choosing to be mentored by our enslavers.
Jamaica High Court or some system want to ban the youths from wearing dreadlocks to school. My little son have on him dreadlocks, my little brother have on him dreadlocks, and them not have to wear them here like oh any guy want him to wear it. At 2020, enough things get free up we shouldn't free up, and it have to go so. So on Emancipation Day, emancipate yourself and say bomb buckler to any system who want to tell you how to wear your hair. A Rasta make Jamaica nice, and people come here and they want to know how to wear them locks, and they want red, green and gold, and they want the culture. A modern time now, a long time thing that and them days to change. So we're going to get back to the music, but that's an emancipation word. Any system we fight against dreadlocks, moving a bomb buckler. Thank you very much.
My people with locks. If the government does not step in and do something about this ruling, then you know for a fact they don't give a shit about the people. The tourists, everybody come to Jamaica mainly because of Bob Marley and the culture and everything that it brought. And guess what? The majority of what most of that culture entails, of most of their favorite artists, of most of their favorite music, guess what it entails? Oh, but the courts think a little girl should be shamed for hers. Fuck the courts.
Marcus Garvey said it. Marcus Garvey said, education is what will take us out of poverty. Education is what will take us as a race, as a human being, throughout the world. Education. How can you take away a child's education just because of the hairstyle, the well-groomed hairstyle that is on them head? The Bible itself, when it described the Jesus that the whole want to jump up and down and worship. When the Bible describe Jesus, the Bible say the man have ear of wool and skin of bronze. Bronze is a brown color. Bronze, Google it. Wool, ear of wool. This is what the beard saw. Wool. Look what wool look like. Google what wool look like. Google what wool look like. The Jesus for the whole of them over there, we are worship, is a black man. But we colonizers, because our colonizers wanted us to feel that they were superior, they gave us an image of a white, blue-eyed baby boy in our manger. That are the imagery with them give it. So we say, okay, see Jesus, the pretty white man with the straight nose and the long chin and the frail bony structure seem the him that we are look upon, Jesus. Them not show the big broad acky nose like what we have. Them not show the skin, the dark skin where sun burn him from him a walk from Bethlehem go straight to Galilee. He mean a sun all day. If it was a Caucasian man, him couldn't walk them distance there. In a sun at grass desert, sunburn would have kill him. Skin cancer would have mash up him nastiness. If it was a white man, I do them something there. But them brainwash all of us to feel that, okay, this is the ideal person. This is who we're supposed to worship as the white person. Them don't show us man people. Remember, say it was a rule for black people to sit down in the slave master like a shanty them, you know. And the rule was that we get up a morning time. The rule was that we could not hold up our head and look in our white somebody's eye. The rule was that we could not read. The rule was that we could not get educated. The rule was that we could not own anything. The rule was that we were somebody else's property. That was the rule. But guess what? Rules and laws are meant to be changed. Rules and laws are set in the time period in which they are set. Them rule ya, what them have. Them rule ya, I just guide you upon the path where them want for depend. If something doesn't make sense, somebody have to challenge it. If something does not make sense, it has to be challenged. Rastafarianism put Jamaica on the map before anything else. In a positive light. Rastafarianism, reggae music, put Jamaica on the map before anything else. The song that I played a while ago was from Bob Marley, Old Pirates yesterday. Redemption song from Bob Marley. Up until this day, this man is the most streamed song in the entire world ever on any platform. The most streamed song, the most listened to song in the world, the most famous musician in the entire world is Bob Marley, a Rastaman from Jamaica, a dirty Rastaman from Jamaica. I don't business who the ballad pastor man is. That man has never done for Jamaica what that Rastaman has done. I don't business who the ballad pastor man is. I don't business who the politician is. I don't business who the rich man from uptown is. He has never done what that dirty head Rasta nasty boy when named Bob Marley with the guitar has done for Jamaica. Yes, me have to state it like the way how them talk it. Because if you look down on a little girl hairstyle as nasty and dirty and full of lice, at the same way you should look at Bob Marley. Because I can guarantee you that that same principle knows the words to this song, Redemption song. I can guarantee that same principle knows the words to One Love. I can tell you, I'm sure that she knows the words to Buffalo Soldier. I can guarantee you that same principle knows all of those words. So how is it that you are so heavily influenced by a dirty Rasta man, but yet still you do not want to let in the Rasta child in the school? Today Emancipation Day. See what we need to emancipate here. This is what we need to emancipate. This is what we need to emancipate. We need to stop celebrating the breaking of the shackles. The physical shackles. We need to stop celebrating the breaking of the physical shackles. Because the mental shackles that have been placed on us are much stronger than any chain where they use and tie we up. Because up until this day, without the whip being cracked over our backs, without looking up and seeing Bakra, we are still enslaved. This is what you call systemic discrimination. Systemic discrimination. This is what you call systemic racism. Because this is racism. Because if a little white girl, sorry about the girl, but if a little white girl or a white child did go to the school with her hair long down to her back, we never did comb properly, the teacher would not have called the parents and tell the parents that the child cannot come to school with that long flowing hair down her back. No matter what. Before so, the teacher would have called the little pitney in there and go comb out the little dirty head white girl head by herself. She would have buy comb, should have buy shampoo, and should have washed the little dirty head white girl head. She would have washed the little white girl head by herself. Comb the little white girl head by herself and send her back to class. She would have glad for the opportunity to play in her life-size dolly head. She would have loved it. She would have put on anything where she want to do. She have to do the day and just enjoy to comb it. Or one of the teachers, if not she, one of the teachers them at the school would have glad to do it. To comb the ear. And when she have combed the ear, she would say, oh God, your ear nice, eh? Oh God, no, your ear nice. Me not as some like that ear should have look. People, we have to wise up. And I can move from the school, I can move to the justice system of Jamaica. The High Court of Jamaica. The High Court of Jamaica. That every day when these people meet, them put on a white wig over them black head. Black man, black Jamaican man, black Jamaican man, you know. And Jamaican woman, well, are they supposed to be the most legally educated or educated legally persons in this entire country. The judges in the High Court. I'm going to show you how racism and systemic racism is embedded now with fool. Our fool in this country. The people them were supposed to be our leaders, legal leaders in this country. When them are going to perform them duty, they cannot enter the courthouse to perform them duty if them do not put on the long frock and the white wig on them head. Whether man or woman, them cannot go in there to work unless them put on the white wig over for them kaya head where them have underneath there. Them cannot put on go in there to work with for them owner head. Them have to put on the white wig on them head. Because them have to put on the costume to act like they are more than what they really are. Them have to put on the costume to act like, oh, we are just like the white slave masters. Yes, we are the white people here in this. We are the most powerful person here. Look at us, you can see it because we have the white ear of our slave masters. So we are the most powerful persons here. So we could not have expected for them to rule in the favor of the Rasta. We could not have expected for them to rule in the favor of the Rasta. Because these persons that are in charge of the court are already brainwashed themselves to feel like they have to perform with the white ear on them head. So how could we expect them to rule in favor of the nigger head person, the kaya head person, when them themselves have on a white wig a cover for them kaya head? How? How could we expect any more from them? And we are saying, oh God, we can't believe so the court really rule against the little girl, and little girl have got. Come on. You not hear me now? People, wake up. Wake up. The laws of the land is racist. The laws of the land that we live in is racist. The laws of the land are put in place to oppress the persons here that have to generate or cultivate the land for the owners of the land to eat. And if the cultivate, if the suppressed or the oppressed people do not work, the owners of the land cannot eat because the owners will not go out there to till the soil. And we as the everyday man, we stand here daily And we are so tribalistic. My name is Daryl Anthony Cummins. The name Cummins that I have right now as my last name is not the name that my ancestors in Africa have. This is the name of my slave master. The name Cummins that I sport on the end part of my name is the name of the colonizer that I sport at the end of my name. So that is how far racism and systemic oppression goes to us. Everybody Panda Live here right now is colonized. Everybody right here now is still colonized. I mean, now tell us if you go change your name to Abdullah X, or Laquena Ray, or Shubali Lee. I mean, now tell us if you go change your name. I'm not saying that, I'm just trying to show you how deep this thing run. Because I'm not going to change my name because I'm a Cummins and I'm proud of it because I know the ancestors that I know, I am proud of them. My family that I am a part of, I am proud of them. I am not going to change my name. I'm not looking at it as that. But what I'm trying to show you that this is how far it goes. It is so sad to see that we as a Jamaica, as a country, as Jamaica, the majority of our country is black. When we can look over America and say, alright, boom, the black people them have a hard time because them is a minority. Them is not a majority of the country, them is a minority. But Jamaica is almost 100% black. Even though we say out of many, one people. The whole of we over here black. Because if you left a black man in a white man in a Jamaica, any picnic we him get after him land here is a black picnic. Or once him have sex with any woman, and if him catch a woman who almost a clean and internationally revered religion. And this is something that I do not understand. Why is it that the Rastafarians were so quiet about this? Why were there no support from the Rastafarian? Is it because the parents only have the on the ear? Is it because the parents do not practice Rastafarianism? Like they are not practicing of the faith of Rastafarianism. If the hairstyle that is synonymous with your religion, somebody is being put out of school for that, don't you feel like the Rastafarian? Sorry. I don't know if association name the Rastafarian Association of Jamaica. I don't know if nothing named so, but United are the United Rasta Front. I don't know what on the name. You understand? I don't know what on the name. Sorry. But shouldn't the Rastas even step up and went out there in support or show some solidarity to these Rastafarians, to these people with the Rasta hairstyle? Where were all of the Rastas in all of this? Nobody never hear about this at all. If you say, alright, boom, come make us set some, publicize it. Even if you don't want to go out there physically. Make us start some social media campaign and them something. And these are the things we need to do. Enough of them school here want lockdown. Enough of them school here want to lock down. Enough of these schools, a lot of these schools need to lock down. Me notice something. Every time when back to schools come, you see the school them when I lock out the pit of them for the tight pants them and the short uniform them. These are always the schools that are underperforming. The schools that are underperforming, these are the schools that always I lock out the pit of them. The schools them where the pit of them now get no good CXC passes or no good CAPE passes. These are the schools that are locking out the pit of them. The schools them where the pit of them are perform properly. I don't see these issues with these schools. I don't hear of these schools locking out them, picking out of them school. So the time and the effort on our take, I focus on how the pit of them look physically. Only need to reroute some of the energy there to focus on creating teaching plans or finding innovative ways to teach the pit of them, for the pit of them be receptive of whatever it is that you are teaching. Somebody said the Rasta probably totally unaware of these social happenings. And I believe so too. Probably them really and truly never did know what was going on at that point in time or prior to this. Same like how me never know, have a clue about it. But, I still have to call them out. I still have to call them out. Them have to come up in arms. Somebody said because they comply with dress code. Foolishness that. When I go KC, them say you khaki, them say that should have been the bulla. The bulla khaki, me never used to wear bulla khaki. None of my friends never used to wear bulla khaki. Our khaki, them are the white khaki, them. Sorry, the bugle boy, the deja vu khaki, them people. You may have a sore throat. You understand? And don't say them people that comply or them school that comply. Because them school that still have the pick them when I comply too. Them school that still have the pick them when I comply. See? When we go to school, them say never, it was tight pants wasn't the problem when we go to school. It was big pants. Because them time it was hip hop time and we used to wear the big liver pants. Then the pants them was sag and drop down underneath the body. And every man when we go to school used to have the big pants or some boot cut pants where the whole of your pants would cover the whole of your shoes. Or you cannot see the toe part of your shoes. And we used to wear them pants so. At the end of the day, people, I beg on you please. I done the life I done you know. Emancipate to the minds. I beg on you please. Emancipate to the minds. Come out of this whole colonialism, the colonial form of thinking to feel that black is less than. Black is beautiful here. Black are the best. Nothing better than black. Big up on yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in.
I bet them never go tell Bob Marley pitting them say, oh, you can't come in high school. Then I fuck Rono do. Them never go tell none of Bob kids them. And Bob kids them been rust from them liquor. Ziggy them they been rust from them liquor. Gang them been rust from them liquor. That's oppression. And you're trying to oppress a people. Me vex. And the pussy them do the ruling the day before emancipation. That mean you not sure we. It's a sign. You not sure we say. You not still pay homage to the queen and if the queen's a rare. The queen pay homage to Selassie. So what you not say? About she about to Selassie. As Selassie teach the queen, you know. You need to know that. Then again, the whole of we know that. Who was her mentor? Because she was a queen at a young age. As Selassie, our mentor. Selassie. Selassie, our mentor. And the only leader that in the world where the queen go around and just around him and whole of vibes. You know, me a whole of vibes with my charge, you know. The queen goes and say, yo, on the deal with that. Me make an independent check. And them say, where you go, I say, yo, me gonna link up the boss, you know. I'm gonna link up the Dan. And the Dan teach her. Because she's a young queen and young and need to know how to rule the right way. And the Dan show her the rule. So you want to come disrespect the blood clot Dan people them. Who is you know? Who is you know? Now the Dan teach she. One time she couldn't go link the Dan and she said, me Dan, me need a link, you know. And the Dan goes a boom and run up in a blood clot London. So now come go like, you know. True, we have some little suck pussy, dreadlocks. Dreadlocks are dreadlocks, Rasta. Oh no do. Can you have some little boy where name them pussy and do them little fuckery and shave up around the rim and neat up them little rare. We not talk them boy there. So now come mix up Rasta with them boy there. And now I go for a little innocent Rasta pitney. And then I come have the nerves about emancipation and then independence. How can we be independent when we still a treat we like slave? Bob Marley say, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. No slavery that you not just do. Because you rule against the little girl because of her hair. That means it's slavery. Because the last time, you know, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that because we were a slave, because of our hair, because of our color. So I want to fix that. I want to fix that. Bro God, have a meeting with them all retarded little people, you know. Them need to fix that a discrimination. And oh, you cannot discriminate in our time. And I come tell you about we emancipated and we're free and we have independent. Independent for what? That little child is not independent and that little child is not emancipated. So I am not supporting on emancipation and I am not supporting on independence. Obviously we're not emancipated and obviously we're not what name there? And a brother your name Shaka Paul go suck out your dirty boomer big stinking pussy about Shaka. But me chat too much. When people talk the blood clot you go suck your mama batty boy. Anytime people attack
The truth, one and always come. We don't know look a fake page I try. Oppose. Go oppose your dirty stinking mama and tell her, say, don't fuck your father. That means you wouldn't born. You stink. What the fuck you think it is? That's what you did. And you get the court by your side. How you feel? How you feel, wicked woman? How you feel? Boy, you teach for 35 years. And if you teach for 35 years, where's your compassion? You shouldn't have been a principal. I mean, you're an evil fucking principal. Because we know you have evil principal. You have good principals. Remember that. You're an evil principal. You showed discrimination to the highest level. And you are a principal? Me never expect that from a principal. A principal, that's unprofessional. You supposed to uphold all of the students, even as some nappy-head pitney, even as some bad getting one to come from some bad get a year. I remember Sister Mary Benedict, one of the best principal in the whole entire Jamaica. Everybody can vouch for them principal. But it's Sister Mary Benedict from Holy Family Primary School. Sister Mary Benedict was the best principal. She'll get award for Sister Mary Benedict. When all election time, remember when them have Labour Right and PNP, and remember you have South and Tel Aviv out there. Sister ring the bell. Sister pass Gold Street, go all the way. Maiden Lane, the whole of them there. Rosemary Lane. Remember say, Gold Street a Labour Right. Maiden Lane a PNP. Remember say Labour Right symbol was the bell. Billing, gilling, gilling. So when sister come out and I ring the bell, the Labour Right hear them a jump up and the PNP hear them. The PNP hear them, the one sister ring the bell. Sister said, this is the bell to call my students. You have a problem with it? No, mama, no, mama, no. Then all right. Billing, gilling, gilling, gilling. And ring the bell. Ask anybody from South and Tel Aviv. They will tell you that. Sister Benedict, no business if you was Labour Right, if you was PNP, if you was Rasta, if you was, we had Rasta students in Holy Family. Yeah. I remember those days. From me about 4 or 5 year old, remember sister walk out with election, 80 election. Right when them a campaign for 80 election. Come about 1972. So 80 election, me have sense, me know where I go on. Sister go out there and ring the bell, ask anybody from Gold Street, Maiden Lane, Last Street. Sister walk out and ring out the bell, billing, gilling, Rasta picnic, everybody. That's a principle. You don't discriminate against people. We had mulatto picnic. We ourselves used to discriminate and I said, boy, you are dundus. You had some dundus picnic we come at school. And we used to lick out on them and said, boy, we have some black picnic. We said, boy, you're black like that, black it tough. Yeah, we used to do with the discrimination amongst one another, classism. But Sister Mary Benedict was never for that. Sister no business if you're too black, if you're dundus, sister hug up anyone away. And then Miss Palmer become principal. Miss Palmer love all the way. At the roughest principal we ever buck up in any school. Miss Palmer is a force. Spragga Benz them go all the family them can tell him Miss Palmer was the iron fist. Yeah, the Joan of Arc that. But we love her like cook food. Because she show love and compassion to every student. So, me not understand why the principal come and a turn against one picnic. And then, come on, man. Yeah. That's sad. And them look a retarded old boy there, whoever them is, but they shouldn't do that. But they need to fix that. So, Rastafarian, we need to stand up. Yeah, tough love. Rastafarian, of all walks of the country, need to come together and go so. Fist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fist. I say, no, we'll not have it. But to now come emancipation and independence. How if we be emancipated when we not fight against a Rasta youth? A madman. Joke that. And the principle, you need for us. We not fire you. Because why you get a pension? Because you did service for 35 years. So we're not going to burn you upon that. But just honor in your recognition. You understand? Just resign. Just resign. No argument, no night. Resignation, we need it. Go in. Just resign so you can get your pension. Resign. You're wrong, and you just have to admit you're wrong. But we still want you get your pension and your something because you did it for 35 years, so that means you did a great service. But you fuck up now. You fucked up now. You need to resign. Resign and you get a pension. If they fire you, we don't want them fire you. So me now go for fire. Resign at once and collect your pension. You all know. Make somebody else take it up. We're not showing discrimination and somebody who is